loves. Happy Monday. Monday ain't done nothing to nobody. I came on this live because, you know, Pope Francis has passed away. And if you don't know, I am Catholic. And he was just such a beautiful person. And he really, really, really he was so inclusive of everyone, of the homeless, of the poor, of the LGBTQ community. He was just a loving, 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 loving man. And I was devastated when I saw that this morning. I was so devastated. So I had to come on, and just say, I just, I know that he's in a better place. I know he's in a better place. But he was such a good man, such a good man, Pope Francis. I pray that he rests in eternal peace now. He's not suffering anymore. He was so sick and ill, and yeah, it just breaks my heart. He was such a good person, it just breaks my heart. I know that we all have to go. I was expecting to see that news when I woke up this morning. I'm like, oh my God, not Pope Francis. I know he was so sick and he had pneumonia and, he had so many other things. I mean, he was, I think, missing part of his lung and, there were so many things going on, but he was still pushing through for the people, and yeah, we were grateful to have him. So grateful. I don't know what the future brings, who the new pope will be, or whatever, but, yes, Nancy, he just was, I don't know. I'm so sad about this. I didn't think I would be so emotional, but, he was such a good person. He really was for the people. He was really for the people. So yes, I had to really say something about that. I did not want to go into this on the Sunrise Live this morning. That wasn't really the spot for that. And that wasn't on my platform. So that's why I decided to, come live and really, just express, my sadness and my gratitude for him. Yes, he was just very good. He made so many changes in the church. And whatever you think about the Catholic Church or anything, he was amazing, an amazing person. And yeah, the world is going to miss him. I hope that they find a replacement of someone who is as open-minded and as inclusive as he was. Somebody who was as inclusive, Hi, Septina and my beautiful Nancy. Hi. And so, yes, Septina, I just, I don't know. I'm so devastated by this. I really am. My mother was devout Catholic. I was born and raised Catholic my whole life. And, I don't really go to the church anymore. I've had all the sacraments except for holy matrimony in the Catholic Church, and my daughter as well. And, I was a faith formation teacher when my daughter was doing faith formation and when she got her confirmation and everything. And, but, I'm still, I love my tarot and I love the cards and I love spirituality and everything, but I still have my faith and I do my rosary and my prayers every day. So I see that we have 8 people in the chat. So if you're here, please subscribe and please hit like since you're not saying anything. Hit subscribe and hit like. We got 9 now. Come on, people. Come on. Get me up there. Get me up there. I need to get to 200. So do your magic. John, thank you. I have a new subscriber. Hi, John. Thank you, John. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. Ah, Yes, Septina, his apology. Yes, yes, to the indigenous people. Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, yes. I loved this Pope. You know, I loved when I was a little, well, not a little girl. I was a teenager when I saw Pope John Paul. I was living in Chicago, and he came, and I went to see him. And when he passed, and we got our new Pope. I didn't really align or resonate with Pope Benny. I didn't align with him. And when he stepped down, I'm like, yeah, I think you need to. And when we got Pope Francis, he was a Pope for the people. And todos, 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 he says, you know, everybody, you know, everybody is included. Everybody is welcome here, you know. And I really loved that about him. And I, like you said, Septine, I loved his apology. You know, I loved his apology. So yes, yes, you know, just a beautiful human being. He was a beautiful soul. And I'm sure he will be missed by the masses, especially there, you know, in Rome, you know, and that he appeared on the balcony, you know, on Easter Sunday, and he was dying, you know, he was dying. It was his last hurrah, so to speak. So, you know, just beautiful, just beautiful. So yes, yes, I had to talk about it. I had to come on and say something. I had to come on and say something. I would be remiss if I didn't. And you know, he just really touched me. I think of my mom, you know, and he was a year younger or so than my mom was when she passed. She was 89. He was 88. You know, I was born in the 8th month, and I love that number. But when you gets to that age, I don't like that number. It seems like the more people get to that age group, the octogenarians, that's like the age group where people start, you know, going away from us. And so I don't like the 80s for that. For that reason. I love the 80s though. I graduated high school in 1982. I love the 80s. But when it comes to aging, I'm like, whoo, that's a topic. That's a whole nother Oprah show. The aging process. So yes, yes. Hello, my beautiful Rain. Oh, good. You're off to the grocery store, so they're open today. Yes, yes. Oh, Septina, we're 80s girls. Yes, 1988. Yes, yes. Yes, I graduated in 1982. I was 17. Oh, it was a magical time. I got my driver's license. I was just like, I thought I was all that in a bag of chips, which of course I am. Echo just went off. She says, I don't know that. But I love the 80s. Yes, good luck, Rain, on your grocery shopping. I love the 80s. I know you said, Septina, earlier that the stores there are closed. You know, in the Virgin Islands, same. The Virgin Islands, today is the holiday. Everybody goes camping, like I said in the live this morning. And somebody, you know, most of you on here were not in the live this morning. And, okay, Raziest, you need to go. You need to go. Nancy, you need to give Raziest the wrench. And I thought that I had put this for restricted, but I did not. So, Raziest, you need to go because we're not interested. Not interested. Happy for you, but get on your own live and do your own situation. We're not interested in you over here. Okay, Nancy, you're multitasking. Okay, we have a young. Oh, thank you, Nancy. You did it, Nancy. Septina's cracking up. Like, get out of here, sir. Get out of here. So, Septina, were you able to get your son all situated? Hi, baby. Hi, Zoe. Oh, my Zoe's here. My little Zoe. Yes, good, Septina. Yes, yes. Ah, so, no, I don't know. We have a lot to do today. Today is continuing decluttering and getting a lot of things out. Zoe did a beautiful video yesterday that she posted on Easter of us, our spending time together. She's been off for the last 2 weeks, getting ready to go back to work. And so we're just trying to do a few things and spend a lot of time together. And so we've been having such a good time, and she has come to some realizations and things for herself, and I'm so proud of her. And so, yeah, today is declutter day, one of the declutter days. We declutter every day, but one of the declutter days today. So, got to get that old negative energy out so we can bring all the positive abundance in. So, as I say that, I'm going to pull a card from our abundance of our Angels of Abundance Oracle deck. So I'm going to pull a card from there. And dear Spirit, what do we need to know today, Spirit? What does the collective need to know, Spirit? What do we need to know today on this beautiful, beautiful April 21st, this beautiful Monday, as our Pope Francis goes up to heaven? What do we need to know? So let's see what we got here. So we got the card, no more complaining. No more complaining. I know a few people this card needs to go to. Complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spirituality or spiritually. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. Yes, yes. Love this. So no more complaining. Oh my goodness, John, you're a young child. You're 8 years old? Really? This may not be the live for you, John. This may not be. It may not be. Almost 8. Oh, so are you in second grade or third grade? I just love this card because complaints are affirmations of victimhood. And I know so many people who are always playing the victim, and they're never wrong. They're always playing the victim. And so we really, in second grade. Oh, John, that's amazing. Do you not have school today? Are you on spring break? And so we need to turn that around, turn that complaining and that negativity into positivity, and just watch all the blessings come in, all the abundance and all the affirmations come in for us. So yes. So Yappy's here with me. Oh, you don't have school today. Okay. Then why are you up so early here on this grown-up live? John. Oh, school off today for Easter. Yes. I think they go back here, Septina. I'm not sure. They were off this whole past week. So I think that they go back today. I could be wrong on that, though. They may not go back until tomorrow. But for some reason, I think they go back today. Not really sure. Since my daughter hasn't been in school now for 10 years, I don't know the schedules anymore at all. But where our complex that we live in, we have a lot of children here. And we have some children, neighbors in this building downstairs and next in the next side of this building, and the whole complex has children, of course. And so that's usually how I know. Like last week, I saw them out here, so I'm like, okay, they're on spring break. And so yeah, so I'm wondering if they go back today, which really it's so odd for me. Usually spring break starts on Holy Thursday, and you go through all the way till the Monday after Easter, and then you go back to school. But this year they had it early. They had it the week before. So just different, really different. So yes. So, 16, yes, in 10th grade, sophomore. Yes. Let's see, 16, I was in 11th grade, and I was going to school in Chicago, Illinois at the time. And I did live in the Virgin Islands, and my mother decided, you need a change, and we're going to send you back to the States to go to school. And I hated it. I met some of the best friends I have in my life to this day there, but I hated it being away from my mom. I was a mommy's girl. It was just my mom and I. And when she sent me to live with my older sister, who's about 19 years older than me, and it was an experience. I will never forget it. It changed my life. Not always in a good way, but I met some good people there. And when I left Chicago as a rising senior and I went back to St. Croix, back to the Virgin Islands. Oh yes, homeschool. That is something that I wanted to do with my Zoe, homeschooling. And I got my Bachelor of Arts in Education when she graduated middle school. But then I lost my actual full-time job, and which was a good thing. I could have done homeschooled her for high school, but I didn't have the bandwidth for that, Septina. I didn't have the bandwidth to do it. So yes, but that's a wonderful experience to be homeschooled till 8th grade, and now he's in high school with his friends, and he will be so well-rounded from that experience. I just love that. At today though, like if Zoe had a child today, definitely we would homeschool, most definitely. I don't think I would send a child at all. Yes, that's why he's in school now, right? The high school years. Yeah, it's like no bandwidth for that. The math alone, Septina, I'm like, nah, I can't handle it. I got my master's degree online teaching myself. There's just no way. The bandwidth is gone. My brain was fried. Like, yeah, I can't do that anymore. I can't do that. Hi, my beautiful Ange. Right, Septina, forget about it. Ange, we were talking about homeschooling. And I said to Septina, I didn't have the bandwidth for that. There was no homeschooling, especially when Zoe got into high school. That's when I had my degree in education. I'm like, yeah, no. Elementary school, yeah. High school, absolutely not. Not only that, Septina, the teenagers, I have a teenage girl. You have a teenage boy. I'm sure they are just polar opposites and so different. But teenage girl, that's not easy. That wasn't easy for me. And Zoe is so mild, and so she's just so, she's the sweetest thing. She's as sweet as pie. But the teenage years were rough. They were like, ugh. I couldn't wait for her to turn 18 and get out of that whole thing. Like, and now she is my bestest friend ever. But the teenage years was rough. I wasn't like that with my mom. I was so like enamored and everything with my mom, and just being, only child. Yes, I'm sure, Septina, very sweet. Yes, I think boys are just very sweet, period. They're very sweet. And you know what we noticed, even in animals, like we got a cat last October, or we didn't get her, she moved in. She walked up the steps as a little baby crying, and I'm like, where did you come from? And she just walked right in, and she never left. And that is Miss Mam. And she is sassy and hell on wheels. She is so bad. But we had a boy cat, Mango, and he was the sweetest thing. He would just lay on us and he was just so sweet, so sweet. Yes, yes, Ange, go ahead. Yes, the power of the shower. Yes, yes. Hi there, Bees Jester. How are you doing? Yes, Septina. And he was a ginger cat too. So sweet. He was the sweetest thing. He would just lay on us. He was just so sweet. And, oh, Bella! Hi, little Bella! How are you, Bella, my love? So, yes. But, girls, yeah. Girls are a whole nother thing. A whole nother thing. I'm so glad you're doing good, Bella. I'm so glad, honey. So you don't have school today either, I take it? You're out of school today? For Easter Monday? So, yes. But I haven't been doing lives that much, and I decided that I need to really come back to the lives. And this here, I don't know if you all can see her, but this is little Miss Mam Mam. And this is when she was a kitten. Just bad as ever. She's the cutest. She has the cutest little face. She's so adorable. So that's our little Mam Mam. And when we got her, we decided, my daughter and I, that when we got another animal, if it was a boy, we would name them Sir. And if it was a girl, we would name them Ma'am. So that is where the name Mam Mam. Oh, thank you for the hearts. That is where the name Mam Mam came about. So, and she's adorable. She's a stinker. And we've got to get her spayed now. She's really going through it. And it's just so hard to, what do I want to say? Find the finances right now to have her spayed. So that's something that we're working on, Zoe and I. I'm trying to find a free clinic or something to do. I'm glad you're doing good, Bella, my love. I'm so glad. So trying to find that, you know, to get her spayed. And I know that my sister Selena did send me something, and I've been emailing and seeing. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that maybe we will get, you know, a scholarship and have a beautiful group be able to help us get her spayed. But if not, you know, then we're looking for other options as well. We're looking for other options. So, hi there, Sharon, my love. Mwah. I had to come back on the live. Sharon, I need to make you a mod here since you're a mod on Rain's channel. So I'm making you a mod, even though you didn't ask me to be one. So, yeah, Sharon, I hope you're having a beautiful Monday. Because Monday ain't done nothing to nobody. No, no, no. But I came on, Sharon, like I was saying to everyone, and the beginning, when you watch this, if you watch the playback, you'll see, you know, I was really emotional because Pope Francis passed away, and I am a Catholic girl through and through, and even though I love this world of tarot and everything, that doesn't, you know, that is what I love and what I do, but I just, it really just hit me hard this morning. You know, I know how sick he was and everything, and so yes, thank you, Sharon, thank you. So, big hugs back. So yes, so that's where this live originated from, was just my sadness this morning over Pope Francis. And, you know, so I had to get that out. I had to come here and get that out to my peeps. He did so many good things for the church and inclusivity and everything. So, Oh, you did, Bella? I gotta look at it. I see it, but I can't really see it good, so I have to look at it. I have to go back and look. So, yes, everyone. So, what has everyone got going on? I know a lot of people are out of school today, and spring break, or it may be the last day of spring break for some. And today I'm in the middle of decluttering. My daughter and I are our ongoing decluttering process of trying to get a lot of the negative energy out so that we can have the abundance coming in. And so that's what we're doing today. And then today I have a new podcast that's going to be coming up with my daughter and the beautiful 3 Degrees of Love divination, Alana Banana. And I've got to find a way to put that on my channel, but it's Into the Spiritual Void. And that will be, our first episode will be on May 4th. So hopefully you all can join us. I don't know what time it will be. That'll be announced later, but it will be May 4th. And probably in the evening, like maybe 8 or 9 in the evening. And so we're preparing for that today. And I'm really excited. And it'll be May 4th because May the 4th be with you. And we'll be talking about Star Wars and other different things. And so it's going to be really fun. Really, really fun. I'm looking forward to it, to spending that time with Alana and with my daughter, Tego, who is Zoe. But she goes by Tego here on this platform. So looking really, really forward to that. And of course, sunrise every Monday with Rain, and it'll be on my channel next Monday. And we alternate channels. So today it was on Rain's channel, Spiritual Rain Francis, and then on Monday it'll be here on my channel. So looking forward to that. I always look forward to Monday mornings because Monday ain't done nothing to nobody, and I love Mondays. Monday was always my mother's day off for my whole life. My mother was always off on a Sunday and a Monday. And Sundays we used to go to the beach. My mother would fry chicken, and she would make tuna fish sandwiches, and we would take thank you, Sharon, and we would take a basket, a big woven picnic basket that we had, and we would go to the beach every Sunday without fail. My mother loved the beach, or we would go sailing. She loved to sail. And so we would do that. And I love that. So Sunday and Mondays are always my days. I love Sundays and Mondays. And then she was off on Monday. So on Monday would be the day, to regroup. She would do laundry on Monday, or we would go out maybe on Monday. And then when I was an adult and working on Mondays, when I would have to be to work on a Monday, sometimes she would come and meet me for lunch, or we would do something afterwards. And so I love Monday. And my daughter is also off on Sundays and Mondays. And I just love that time. Love that time spending with her. Just love it so much. Good day, Althea. Hi, Althea. How are you today? How are things in your neck of the woods? And Althea, Soul Whisperer, and Nancy at Crohn's Intuition and I, we have our Sisterhood of Seasons program. So you all have to check us out. It'll be May 27th, I think will be the next one, the last Sunday. And will always be on a Sunday for right now. And that'll be our next one because our beautiful Nancy's birthday is in May. And so we'll be celebrating and having a good Sisterhood of Seasons chat. And it was so good yesterday. So please go watch on Soul Whisperer's channel. Watch the playback. It was really beautiful. We did a tribute or just holding space, really, not a tribute, but to Indigo Jaguar, beautiful Heather, as she embarks on her journey moving across country from Niagara Falls, New York, moving out to Oregon. And we just wanted to hold space for her and wish her well. And so we did that. Oh, Althea. Well, I was up early because I do the morning sunrise with Spiritual Rain. and we are on at 6 a.m. So I'm up at 5 a.m. on Monday mornings. This is the only morning of the week that I am up at 5 a.m. And I don't know why in my mind I decided to do that, because Monday is my day off. So I'm like, why am I getting up at 5 a.m. on a Monday? But I just love it. I love it so much. Hi, Anissa. Hi, my love. So since I was already on Spiritual Rain, and we do our Monday sunrise, and next Monday it'll be on my channel. We alternate channels, so I figured I would go live. And this live today was because we lost Pope Francis yesterday. I found that, or this in the middle of the, I don't know when, but when I woke up this morning, that was the first thing that popped on my phone, and I just busted out crying. And I had to put that energy somewhere. I didn't want to do that on the sunrise service with Rain this morning. So I did that here. I decided to do my own live afterwards. And, really, Anissa, you need to subscribe to the Soul Whisperer. You will love her channel. And then you can come and watch us on our Sisterhood of Seasons. And yes, the sunrise, yes. No, this is just me going live. Althea, but the sunrise is at 6 a.m. and it alternates. So this morning it was on Rain's channel, and then next Monday it will be on my channel, and it'll be at 6 a.m. New York time. Yes. So yes. What happened, Bella? Bella, you sending us some roses? You're always on time, Althea. You're always on time. You were right on time here for me this morning. Just not the sunrise, but you're on time. You're on time. Oh no, Bella. Brain damage? What? What are you talking about? You know I love you, Althea. Nancy's back. So yes, so I just had to get on and do my boo-hooing and snotting nose, and you all missed that, so you'll have to go back and watch the replay of me. But I just was so grateful, as this little Catholic girl. I never had a problem with the Catholic Church ever. I was a faith formation teacher. I've been through all the sacraments except for Holy Matrimony. Haven't done that one yet. My daughter has been through the sacraments except for Holy Matrimony. She hasn't gotten married yet. And, I just was always involved in my church, always involved. Zoe was in the youth choir, and I taught faith formation, and I was always involved. And when we got Pope Francis, I was really excited for where the Catholic Church was turning. I mean, he made amends, he made apologies, and he included everyone from every walk of life. And that is what we need in this world. We all need to be included in everything. Certain groups should not be excommunicated from anywhere. We are all human beings, and we all live in this universe. So we should all be included in everything, no matter what we look like, no matter our religion, no matter our politics, no matter what we believe, no matter who we love, no matter how we what's the word I'm looking for? How we are. I'm just going to say that. Because I have a brain fart right now. So, okay, Anissa, you will see, you see her, Althea Grace's face here, Soul Whisperer, because there are a couple of other Soul Whisperers, but this is the original Soul Whisperer, Althea Grace. She's the original. So yes, she has a beautiful channel, and Althea, Anissa Renee, she has a beautiful channel as well. And I think Anissa Renee, is it 888 or 817? 817, I think, is your YouTube channel. So yes. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you so much. That person, Nancy, has already hidden him once. And yes, also follow the beautiful Septina at the Tipsy Tea family. Septina is so beautiful. She has her beautiful birds. She's just amazing. Amazing. She's a beautiful soul inside and out. So please follow her. And definitely Roots and Waves, my girl Ange. Yes, yes. And of course, Nancy, a Crohn's Intuition. You know, have to follow her as well. Very well. Yes, Sharon is very, very efficient. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. And so is Ange and Nancy. I mean, they just get it. I'm still learning things. So when I get on, I am a moderator on a few platforms. It's like, I don't know how to do anything. I don't know how to do anything. I'm still learning how to do all this stuff. Still learning. We do have a wonderful tribe, Nancy. You know, we have thank you, Bella, sweetie. Thank you. We have a wonderful tribe. The High Vibe Tribe, as I said in our sunrise live this morning. And Anissa said, we need t-shirts to say the High Vibe Tribe. And yes, we do. That was coined from the beautiful Hilda at Nova Scotia's Black Indian Stories. And she called Ange and I and herself, the High Vibe Tribe. And I just love that. And we are all high vibrational people here. We're all like-minded people and, you know, happy people. And we just want to put that out into the universe. Ange is back. Hey there, Jace. How are you? I see all of the spring breakers are here today. All of the little people are here today. Yes, Ange, yes, yes. That's what I'm getting ready to do today after the live, taking out the trash, getting rid of it, taking out the trash and bringing in all the new abundance here. Bringing it in, bringing it in. So yes, yes. Oh. Well, that's not good, Bella. That's not good. And we don't want to talk about that. That's just not good. Thank you, Sharon, so much for sharing Anissa's channel. Thank you so, so much. Yes, Bella. So we don't, I'm going to send prayers to you, Bella, to your friend. Yes, that's not a good thing, honey. That's just not a good thing. And, yes, Bella is a very young person. I don't know if Bella knows that or has the bandwidth for that, but yes, she needs to have somebody help her. Definitely, definitely. Sharon, put your, if you want to put up your YouTube. Anissa would like to find you. And you're welcome, Althea, for the message. You're welcome. I hope that you like it. I hope that you like it. So yes, I am. Yappy's here. Part blue. Yappy has one blue eyeshadowed eye. I don't know how that happened. I didn't do it. Yappy wants to look cute today, I guess. I have on, well, I had on Coachella in the background, but I put the news on. Okay, yes, Althea, let me know. Let me know. And you may find one there where you are. You might be surprised. They might have one in the store there where you are somewhere. In the drugstore, most likely. So you might be able to find that in the drugstore. And so, yes. Okay, Sharon. Yes, Anissa. Sharon doesn't have a channel at this time. She's just moderating for us. So, yes, they may have one out there. I wasn't thinking about that yesterday. Because we see that sometimes. We see them here in the drugstore, or I don't know if they have like dollar stores or things there, but sometimes we see that there too. We see that because they're inexpensive. There are some that cost so much money. Like there are some that cost $300, and I don't know why that is. Because no, I paid $7 for mine. You don't need one that costs that much money. You know, not at all. Ah. Oh, good. You'll love her channel. You'll love her channel, Althea. Anissa's very positive. She's a Reiki master. She does a lot of gratitude and positivity on her channel, different workshops she does every month. I think last month was gratitude. I think in this month she's got another one going on. I don't know if it's positive. Anissa, put what you're doing, what your focus is this month on your channel. Wow, Bella, 100 subscribers. That's amazing. That's amazing. No, Althea, definitely not. Definitely not. But the Girly Pops do. The Girly Pops have the one, it's from, and I know Zoe's not on here anymore to tell me, Something Confidential. And it's pink, and it is gorgeous, and it's beautiful. They have different face rollers and things. And this is another thing that I was doing this morning. This is a face roller. It's like a gua sha face roller. I got this on Amazon too, and it's very cold. And you just roll it, just like you would do a gua sha. And it's good for lymphatic drainage. And I use this every morning. Skinny Confidential. Thank you, Zoe. Skinny Confidential. They have all of these tools, and they're beautiful, pink and shiny and beautiful, but they're like $300. Yeah, we don't need that kind. Yes, Althea, use your gua sha. And there are so many YouTube videos with a lot of the Asian women showing you how to properly use your gua sha. We went over this last week or the week before on Rain's channel. I showed everybody how to use their gua sha. And you must make sure, though, that your face is oiled before you do it, because it will burn your skin. But this is the gua sha tool that I have, and this came with this. And this I love. This part here is what I usually do, this part around my eyes. It's so nice and soothing. Around my eyes, my 11s here. And yes, I don't want any crow's feet. I'm trying not to have crow's feet. I need my 60-year-old face to stay looking like I'm 25. My soon-to-be 61-year-old face. Oh, Zoe Althea says hi. So, but yes. So I came on just to, I was a little sad this morning, and I wanted to come on. Thank you, Althea. I get it from my mama. I get it from Jewel. Let's see, I have a picture of Jewel here. Let's see if I could drag it out. Let's see. Without knocking everything down and disrupting everything here. But this is my beautiful Jewel. I don't know if you can see her. This was in her modeling day. She was modeling. This was on St. Croix at the Fort Christian. And she was modeling for Fritz Henley, who was a renowned photographer. And he has since passed, I believe, Fritz Henley. I think he was either Danish or German. I'm not sure. And he did a lot of photo art. And so he did a photo of my mama. So yes, my mother, when she passed away at 89, she had no wrinkles. Her face was so smooth. I mean, she just looked like a newborn baby. So I hopefully have her genes. I just need some stuff done. Like these marionette lines have got to go. The waddle, Althea, the waddle's got to go. When I get down to my goal weight, which I have a number in my head, and when I get down there, then we may have some procedures done. We may see. We may see. Oh, I said, Bella, that My mother was photographed by a gentleman named Fritz Henley. And I'm not sure if he is Danish, but the Virgin Islands where I grew up were Danish. They were Danish, and then they were bought by the United States. And so everything in the Virgin Islands is Danish. The architecture and everything is Danish. We have a lot of friends. It's called the Friends of Denmark. We have a lot of friends on St. Croix, a community called the Friends of Denmark. And they do a lot of exchanges between the Virgin Islands and Denmark. Yes, I know, Bella. I know that you are Danish. Yes, yes, yes. I know that you are Danish. Yes, I've got to look that up, Fritz Henley. But he was a beautiful man, and his daughter, I think she's Tina Henley. Yes, he was German. He was a German photographer. I knew I got that right. I always get that mixed up because St. Croix was Danish, and I always think of him as being Danish, but he was a German photographer. And he lived on the islands for a while, and but he did so much photography there too. But he was a renowned photographer, and you can Google him. And it's Fritz, F-R-I-T-Z, and his last name was Henley, H-E-N-L-E. Magnificent, magnificent work he was doing. Yes, and my mother was just one of his chosen models. I remember that day. I was a little girl. I remember when she, got that outfit, and she's like, I'm going to model for Fritz Henley. And I'm like, oh, who is that? Okay. Blessings, Fatima. Blessings, my love. Thank you for joining. Thank you. How are things today in your neck of the woods, Fatima? Goodbye, Bella. Have a good day, my love. Thank you for stopping by. Yes, you too, Althea. You too. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, start your day. Yes, yes. I'll be popping in. You're welcome, Bella. Mwah. Have a great day, Bella. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, thumbs up, everyone. Thank you, Althea. Yes, thumbs up, everyone. We got 9 people on here, so we need to have 9 thumbs ups. 9 new subscribers. Come on. You're already subscribed. Subscribe again. If only that could happen, right? Oh, good, Fatima. Yes, Fatima. That's what this video was about this morning. I got on here when I was on Sunrise with Rain this morning, and she didn't know. I had let her know. I woke up at 5 a.m. to get ready, and that popped up on my phone. I just busted out crying, and I came on. I had to do my own live to speak about that. He was just a beautiful man, and very inclusive of us all, very inclusive of everyone. And thank you, Sharon. Thank you so much. It just broke my heart. It just broke my heart. But I know that he was very ill. He spent some time in the hospital with pneumonia. I mean, he was missing a lung. He, was having a hard time walking. He just had a lot of things going on. And, it was his time. But he was such a beautiful soul. And we will never have another person like that. And I pray that the Catholic Church continues to forge forward with inclusivity of everyone and to make the necessary apologies and things that he started and that he did with the Indigenous people of Canada and all over the world. And I hope that, we find someone. I hope that the conclave finds someone who can really fill his shoes, because they are very big shoes to fill. Very big shoes to fill. So, yes, yes, yes. Todos, todos, todos. He was so, everybody, he just wanted everybody to be included. The poor people, the downtrodden, the homeless, the LGBTQ community. I mean, he just was such a bright light in our Catholic community. And I'm going to miss him. I really am going to miss him. I really am. I really am. So yes. Yes, yes, yes. I wish that Alvin was on this live. He lives in Rome. I can't even imagine the, everything that. Yes, yes, Fatima. I missed that yesterday. I missed the Easter Vigil yesterday. I missed it. And I have to go back now and find that somewhere and watch it. His last. I have to go back and find that. I mean, it was his last. Yes, may he rest in peace. Indeed, indeed. Hello, beautiful Linda. How are you today, my love, my beautiful friend? Yes, yes. Had a great Easter. Thank you, Sharon, for putting up everybody's pages and for Tego. Thank you so much. My daughter has a beautiful page. She just hit over 200 subscribers. She has one video that is an evergreen video. It's like going viral. It started off with, I think, 1,000 or so. It now has over 20,000 views. It's a very short video. Go watch and hit the like button. And she's doing well, and she speaks her truth on her channel, and she deals with a lot. She's 27 years old, and she's a beautiful young lady. And, she's trying to find her way in this world and find her footing. And I think you all would enjoy her channel. I really do. Really do. So please subscribe. Yes. So yes, so that was my reason for popping in this morning. My reason was really to pay homage to Pope Francis. I was so emotional. So please go back and watch the replay of this video. If you just watch the first, 5 minutes, you will see, the emotion. It was just Nancy and I here, and the emotion that I had, it was just so much. And it was so much. I had to really keep it in on the sunrise service with Rain this morning, because that platform is all about, bringing joy, happiness, and joy on a Monday morning. And I didn't want to let that out there. And I just had to come and do my thing here. And so, yes, Ange. And, I just loved him. I am a Catholic girl through and through, like I said. And I love my tarot and my oracle, and this community, this collective is in my soul. But I am Catholic. I don't go to church anymore, but I still have my faith, and I still read my Bible, and I still do my rosary beads and everything. I still have my prayers that I do every day, of my Catholic upbringing. So I do my Hail Marys and my Our Fathers every day. Every single day. So yes, yes, yes. So, but yeah, he was a beautiful soul. He was a beautiful soul, and he will be missed in this community. He will be missed. And, they put into sainthood for Pope John Paul, and truly, I hope they put in for sainthood for Pope Francis, because he really tried to bring people together and bridge the gap, and make amends for the Catholic Church as much as he could, as much as he could. There's so much damage has been done. So many people have been damaged and triggered and different things. And he really did, like Septina said earlier here, he did make his apologies to the Indigenous people of Canada and around the world. He really did try to bridge that gap of the negativity of the Catholic Church, and he really wanted the inclusivity of everyone. And my channel is not a religious channel. I don't speak religion, I don't speak politics really, but I had to speak about this because I am Catholic, born and raised Catholic. I've had, like I just keep saying, I've had all the sacraments except for holy matrimony. I haven't had that one yet. Almost. I was close, but no cigar. No cigar. So, I had to pay homage to him. I really did. I really did. Okay, coffee is almost finished. Rain has taken her shower. She took out the trash, did her stretches. She is ready for the day. Yes, yes. Yes, Fatima, yes. Going again. Yes, yes, yes. Around the time he came into the picture, he really was somebody who I think made it that you would want to go back to the church, because the Catholic Church has such a negative connotation for so many people. For myself, I never had anything negative or bad happen to me through the Catholic Church and through my faith and upbringing. So I never felt that negativity, but I felt so much sadness and hurt for the people that went through that. I really did. I really did. And so, it's just a slippery slope. It's a hard thing to really talk about, because some people, it's really triggering. It's really triggering for people. And I feel that Pope Francis was really sent to make that difference. I was really happy when Pope Benedict stepped down. He was not right, in my opinion, for that role. And, although they chose him. Yes, a lot were hurt by the scandals. Of course, Fatima, of course. It was just terrible, terrible. I don't make light of that at all. None of it touched me, however, but, he really transformed the Catholic Church and really tried to start bringing people together. And I really love that about him. And I hope that they continue in that direction when they move forward with the new Pope. I hope that the new Pope can take on that role of inclusivity and bringing everyone together. I really hope so. I really hope so. Yes. So many people were hurt, so many people, and unnecessarily so. None of it should have happened. And so, yes, I pray for that. I pray that we get someone who can continue his work and continue to make the Catholic Church a better place and include people and make amends for the wrongs that they've done. Make amends. Yes. Yes. So, when my mother was sick and she was in the hospital, Fatima, I did have, the priests come to her, and my mother was devout. My mother went to Mass up until maybe, it's been a few years, way before she passed, that she had stopped going. But we went to church every Saturday. We went to the Saturday Vigil every Saturday, and then I taught faith formation every Sunday. And my mother would go to church on her lunch break every day at lunch to do her novenas. And yeah, my mother was very devout and very into Catholic Church. And once I had my confirmation, I really wasn't involved in the Catholic Church as much. I did not have my confirmation young like most people. I had my confirmation at 17 when I was a senior in high school. And I loved that time. I loved the priest of my church. He's now a Monsignor. And I loved just that time. I never had any bad or ill will, but so many people have. So many people. And I send my love to everyone I do. Yes, to your home, to see your mom, yes. I had the priest see my mom in the hospital, and then when she went to hospice, I had them come and give her last rites. Yes, I did. I did. My mother didn't know anything about this world of what I'm doing now. She did not know anything about, she knew about, I believe, the tarot. I don't think she was fully informed about it. She knew, though, that it's something that I was interested in since I was a little girl. And so, yes, when your mother was very ill. Oh, okay, your mother died at home. Yes. My mother would have. But at the time when she got sick, I felt that it was best for her to be in the hospice, only because our place wasn't equipped for that. For them to bring in the hospital bed and do all the things that they needed to do here for her. And I wanted her to be in a safe and lit and light environment with people who really loved her and cared for her. And so that is what we did. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the hospice. And I'm grateful for them that they, yes, Fatima, yes, that's amazing. And that's just so beautiful, so beautiful. You know, I never would have put my mom, they wanted to put my mom in a nursing home. And I'm like, no, I will never do that. So if it had come to that point and she wasn't as sick as she was, I would have had her be here with us, of course, without a doubt. She would have been in the home with us. But because she ended up with congestive heart failure and she had had it for years and we didn't know. And that was one of the things that on the first Magic Moon with the beautiful Ange, Roots and Waves, and the beautiful Elizabeth, the more intuitive me, I released all that guilt of the guilt that I had for the death of my mother because I felt like I should have known that she was sick. And, you know, how would I know that? How would I know that? I'm not a doctor. How would I know? But I took on that grief, you know, I took that on and I released that and I feel so good. I feel so good now. You know, I released that. That's so good, Fatima. Yes, I wasn't working either. And so that would have been beautiful. My daughter was working, but I was not. So I was her caregiver here full time until she went in, you know, to the hospital. Yes, and it is so powerful. And I'm so grateful to you. Yeah, I'm so grateful, you know, to everyone. Yeah, to release that because I really needed to. You know, I really needed to do that and to not have that grief, you know, and these tears aren't about that. You know, these tears, of course, are my tears over today and just losing Pope Francis and everything, you know, it's just I haven't been crying at all. I've been so happy and so uplifted and, you know, I cried every day for 3.5 years over my mom. You know, and so I was able to release that energy and get rid of that. And I was so grateful because that just lifted everything off of me. It just lifted everything off of me, you know. And so, yes, Fatima, we do what we can. Yes, we do what we can, you know. It's so hard when we see our loved ones get ill, you know. It's so hard, you know, when we know that they were once such vibrant people, you know. Like my mother was my everything. She was so vibrant and so, oh, she could do everything. She could just hang the moon, you know. And that's one of the reasons why I think I felt the guilt because I'm like, nothing's wrong with her. There's nothing wrong with my mom, you know, none of that. And, you know, thank you. Thank you so much. But you know, when we get a certain age, I think that's what's building up this for me today is, you know, Pope Francis was 88 and my mother was 89. And, you know, it's like the eights are always surrounding me. My mother was 89. My birthday is 8/9. Pope Francis was 88. You know, my birth month is 8. Those numbers are always surrounding me. And, you know, I just, I know that they're in much better places now, much better places. You know, the angels are abuzz, you know, I know that. So, yes, you know, just seeing that this morning, you know, was so unexpected because I know that he did Mass yesterday and I missed it. I was so busy yesterday. I was on a live yesterday afternoon and their time is different. So I know that Mass probably showed here. It might have been either later, it might have even been on Saturday night here. I can't remember. I think here. And I just missed it. I missed it. You know, we were in the midst of Coachella and I did not have my TV on, regular TV. And usually I pull it up on my phone. I usually have all the Catholic news and everything on Facebook. And I always, when he goes live, it always comes up on my phone. And none of that came up yesterday. Like none of it came up at all. And so when I saw that this morning, I couldn't believe it. I just busted out crying. I couldn't believe it, you know, and then had to go on Sunrise and I just had to get myself together. I had to get myself together because Sunrise was not the place for that this morning. So, you know, I had to come here and release. I had to come here and release this here with my beautiful collective and my beautiful soul family here because I know you all understand and you get me and, you know, this is a safe place. And so I I felt like I needed to do this on my own platform, not on somebody else's platform. So, so yes. So I thank you for holding space for me this Monday morning. Cause what? Monday ain't done nothing to nobody, except this morning, the loss of our beautiful Pope Francis. But, he would not want anybody to be sad for him because, he knew who he was. He knew that he loved people. He loved everyone, no matter what you were, no matter if you were homeless, no matter if you were part of the LGBT community, no matter what your religion was, no matter what your politics were. He loved everyone and he included everyone. And that's what I loved about him. The inclusivity of us all. Because this world today, there's no inclusivity right now, especially here in the United States. It's very polarizing. That's all I'm going to say about that. So yes, so that just had me in my feels this morning. I was so in my feels, as you just saw right now, just in my feels. And I probably will be. Today is a day of decluttering here and getting rid of all the negative energy and sadness and everything. And we'll be doing that today. And, I will have to get myself together. I'll have to get myself together today. So, I thank you all for being here with me, though, on this live this morning. Thank you so very much. Yes, Ange, what a symbolism, especially after he did Mass yesterday. It's like, wow. Yes, Fatima, I pray also that the next one will also be a good one. We just never know. We just never know. And I pray that too, that the next Pope will be somebody who will carry this energy forward to the next, the next phase. I really pray that the next Pope will. I really do. And I pray that we have a Pope maybe who is a person of color or someone, different. I pray for that too. We need more inclusivity, and we've never had one. I mean, yes, we've had Pope Francis, who was Latin, but it would be nice to have a person of color chosen, whether they be Asian, Black, whatever they are. That would be good. Yes, Ange. Thank you, Ange, for bringing the light into the situation. Yes, today is a good day for Easter candy sales. Zoe and I are going to the drugstore because Sexy Lexi is getting ready to have a hair color. So we will definitely be looking for some Easter candy deals today. You know what I need Easter sales on? I need some decks. Like, I need some decks that are like $1. $5. If only. Yes. Hair color change. Stay tuned. I don't know when I'm going to do it. Most likely it'll be between today and Thursday when Zoe goes back to work. So before then, we will definitely have a hair color change. And it would be something very vibrant and a color that I've never done before. So it will be very interesting. I'm looking at the color right now. So yeah, I'm excited. It could go either way. It may be a little, yeah. I don't know yet. I don't know. Candy, Nancy, candy. Oh, yeah. Oh, each summer. Yes. Okay, Ange, you got to remind me. We need to put it on our calendars and remind me. And I'm going to have to save some money because August is my birthday. So I will need to have some decks for my birthday. I plan on doing a bunch of things this year on my 61st birthday. Zoe talked about that in her video yesterday. So if you go back and watch at Tego, and her thing is in here, And Taygeaux. Go back and watch her video yesterday. And yeah, we couldn't really do anything for my 60th, but just being with Zoe and us being together, I had sushi, which is one of my favorites, and the dreaded sushi, which is one of my faves. I had that on my birthday, and yes, we survived it. We were not sick. Nothing happened. And it was a happy day. It was a beautiful day. It was sunny, beautiful. August 9th was just beautiful on my 60th birthday. So, good morning, my sweet Alana. Alana, 3 degrees of love, divination, as Althea Grace says. You just missed Althea. She was here, but she left. I know, Ange. Oh my God, the sushi, Ange. And now, I don't know if Zoe and I could eat it anymore. I don't know. Oh, you did, Nancy. Thank you. You know what, Nancy? Can you text it to me, though? Because I won't get it in here, of course. Or maybe drop it in the actual comments after. I would love to see that, Nancy. Thank you so much, my love. Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you, Nancy. Because, I don't see, my phone is crazy. I don't see text messages. I don't see anything. I'm like, I have a brand new phone and it's still acting crazy like my last phone. I don't get it, which I'm on right now. But my last phone, I wiped it totally clean, and I don't want to do that to this one because I'll lose everything. I'll lose all my videos and I'll lose everything, and I don't want to do that. But I know that I need to condense it and get rid of a lot of things. But I have 1 terabyte of space, and I feel like that's not enough. I mean, they need to make a phone that has infinity terabyte. I mean, come on, we're paying enough money. These phones are not cheap. These phones are not cheap. This phone has cost me a grip. I'm telling you, Zoe and I paid a grip for these phones. They're not cheap. The money I paid for this phone, I probably could have bought a new car. And I'm not even lying about that. It could have been a down payment on a new car. So yes, just crazy. Absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. So let's see. I'm going into the live now because I have not been crazy expensive. You are so good, Nancy. You are amazing. I love you so much. You already know that, though. But yes, Nancy, because as Althea said, Nancy is, I told that Zoe yesterday. Zoe was watching yesterday too, but I said to Zoe, I'm like, Nancy is really I watched our Sisterhood of Seasons back last night. I watched the whole thing because I had to see the video that we did for Heather. It was so beautiful. And everybody who participated in that, just amazing. And for those who didn't, you still held space. You were there, you watched, and you sent your well wishes, and that was still holding space. And I just watched that video back, and Nancy is the Dalai Lama for real. Nancy is the G. Nancy is that G. Nancy is the G, baby. I just love you, Nancy. You are just absolutely amazing. If it wasn't for my beautiful Nancy, just me popping up on her page, and she's like, who is this lady? And now she's stuck with me. Forever and ever. And just wait. It's a couple weeks are coming, and we're going to be with Nancy, and just wait. I just can't wait for that. I just can't wait for that. It's going to be I'm saying a reunion because I know that back in our past lives, yes, and she is stuck with us. But in a past life, like I always say, Nancy was I was born the year that Nancy graduated high school, like Alana and Ange were born the year I graduated high school. So in a past life, Nancy was my babysitter. She was 17 or 18, and she was 18 when I was born. She was getting ready. No, she was already 18. She was 18, I think, when I was born, maybe, or 17. thinking she was 17. Nancy, were you 17? Yeah, you were 17 when I was born in 1964. You were 17. And yes, 1982, baby. Yes. Whoop, whoop. And I said Nancy was my babysitter, in a past life. And then as I grew and as Nancy grew, then, when I was a little girl, I was like following Nancy around and everything. She's like, get out of here, kid. You two, you're not, no, you're not grown enough and you can't be in my world. Get out of here, kid. But then I became a teenager, and then Nancy was like, now we could be friends. And then we started hanging out and stuff. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And so... So yes, so it'll be a reunion when I see Nancy because we've already known each other. So it'll be a reunion. And Nancy introduced me to Ange, and Nancy has introduced me to this beautiful world of the tarot and all these beautiful decks. And Nancy has gotten me my first decks, and she just has embraced me and Zoe and been just a beautiful light. And she lives right here in North Carolina. So I've got to go love on Nancy. That is inevitable. That's happening. Like within a couple weeks, it's happening. So I'm just letting you know, Nancy. In a couple of weeks, I'll be knocking on your door. I'll be there, Nancy. Zoe and I. If I could wrangle Mam, she would be there too. I'd have to wrangle her though and keep her in a cage. Because of poor little Truffle Bridges and Agador. We wouldn't be able to bring Mam in, but if I find a camper, Nancy, we're coming in a camper, and I'm bringing Mam and all her shit so she could be in the camper, and we could be in the house with you and Truffle Bridges and Agador. And then we'll go back to the camper, and we'll sleep and spend the night in the camper, and then we'll come back in the morning, and we'll make breakfast, and we'll do all kinds of girly fun stuff. We'll do our ice rollers, you, Zoe, and I, and we'll just have a fabulous time, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Yes, Ange did. Yes, 6 degrees of separation. That's right. The circle goes around and around and around. It's such a beautiful thing. Such a beautiful thing that we've all been introduced to each other, starting with the Dalai Lama, Nancy, the Dalai Lama, who was coined the Dalai Lama by Jazz. The beautiful Jazz. I mean, I wish that Althea was still here, as Jazz was all that, a bag of chips and a bag of chips and a bag of chips and a bag and a bag and a bag of chips. And if you haven't seen that video, you need to go back to Soul Whisperer's channel, Althea Grace. You need to go to that channel. And 6 degrees of separation, Ange, do you know that movie, 6 degrees of separation? It's when it's like, okay, there's a joke that goes on, Ange, with, what's his name, Kevin Bacon. And it's like 6 degrees of separation, Kevin Bacon. And it's like everybody is related to Kevin Bacon in some way. They've either done a movie with him or something with his wife or something. That's 6 degrees of separation. So we're only separated by 6 degrees. Kevin Bacon, that's right. Yes, Ange, a bag of chips and some Easter candy. Nancy is all that. And, I wish that Althea was here because she's like, yeah, Jazz is like, Nancy is the Dalai Lama. And yes, she is. Yes, she is. She is. Right, Ange. Yeah, you wouldn't know that. But yes, Kevin Bacon did a movie, 6 Degrees of Separation. And then there was also, I believe there was something else with that too. Something with Will Smith on that lines. Something not really, kind of, sort of similar. But yes. So, but yeah, I love you, Nancy and Ange and my beautiful Alana and all of you beautiful souls in this chat. This has just brought me so much joy. and being here with all of you, you know, and I could just be myself, and I could just come on here and do the freaking boohoo, snotty running nose and everything. And everything. Ah. So that's my thing. You know me, I'm the emotional crier. I'm the waterhead. You know, Ange and I are the waterheads. We are the emotional people. And we get on, you know, Ange doesn't get on too much in boohoo, but I'm always on here boohooing at some point. So that's the draw. That's what you know, Lexi, for the boohooing. Hilda on her channel, she does it too. She's boohooing and she's over there, you know, cussing everybody and telling everybody like it is, like Lexi does too. Although I'm not really cussing people out, but you know me, I'm a rule breaker. And so this Lexi, this Leo leader, you know, I don't follow rules. I never have. Even though I've never been in trouble in my life, I've never had a fight in my life, I've never been in trouble in my life, I've never been, I think I did have detention once. I don't know what that was for, though. I can't remember. I think I was detention once. But I've never, ever been in trouble. I'm like the goody two shoes, but I have the mouth of a sailor. And I use that here every chance I get. That's why I don't like it when the little teeny boppers are on my live, like we had one this morning. We had somebody this morning on here who said they were 8 years old, 8.5, or they're getting ready to turn 8 and they're in 2nd grade. And then we had my beautiful Bella on here this morning, who is also a child. And I know I draw in the kiddies, and maybe it's, you know, the teacher in me. The teacher in me draws in the kiddies, but this is not a safe space for children. It's really not. Oh my goodness, oh goodness. Yes, they are our portals, Ange. They are our portals. They really, really are into our worlds, yes, and our experiences and energies. Yes, coming to someone's channel, yes, is being invited into their home and energy. It's so true. I love you so much. You know I do. You know I do. My beautiful bestie, I love you so much. Yes. So yes, you know, it's just it's so loving. Anissa's cracking out. You know, this is, you get the spicy here, Anissa. This is the spicy chin. You get the spicy. You know, you're going to get the sweet, loving, crying Lexi sometimes. Then you're going to get the spicy. You know, I got to bring it. I got to bring the spicy. They're just words. You know, people have such a negative connotation over certain things, but they're just words. You know, and I make fun of it when I say it. You know, they're just words. Thank you, Anissa. She says she loves spicy, Lexi. Yes. Got to be a little spicy. Yes, Nancy. Ah! Spicy with the eye. Okay. You know that's going to be added to the video today. That's good. I got to make a note. We got to add another Monica. Anissa and Nancy with spicy Lexi. That's going to be added today. Got to be added today. And spicy with an I. Zoe is probably rolling her eyes in the back of her head right now. She's probably like, oh my God, don't encourage her and give her another thing. Spicy Lexi, baby. You know, we're going to have so much merch on this channel. We're going to have the, you know what I mean, shirts. The High Vibe Tribe shirts. Anissa mentioned that in the sunrise this morning. We need the High Vibe Tribe shirts. We need, so many things, you know. Ange and I, we've had a discussion. There's so many things. So many. Nancy, we need one for you. We need the Dalai Lama. We need Nancy as the Dalai Lama. We need that. Definitely. I'm trying to see what's going on here. I don't know what this, oh, this is Kelly and Mark. GMA is over. So yes. Ah, the Itchy and Scratchy Show. Insider. Nancy said no. Yes, Nancy, the Dalai Lama with Nancy's face and her green glasses. I see it. I see it all. I see it all. Insider. Oh my goodness. Piggy t-shirts. Yes, Alana, piggy t-shirts. All the different piggies, the different monikers, different piggies. Yes, gotta have piggy shirts. So many things, so many things. I know, she is. Nancy is so sweet and so humble, and she just, yes. But Nancy, you are the queen, Nancy. You are the queen. You are the queen over here, my sister. You definitely are, Nancy. The sweetest ever. The sweetest, most beautiful Nancy. Yes. I love you so much. You already know that I do. And, you came into my life with you just plucked this child up. You just said, come here, girl. And you brought Zoe, and you bring Zoe, and you just come on over here, girl. And we are so grateful to you. We love you so very much, so much. And I mean, it was destined to be. Nancy's mother and I have the same birthday. It was destined to be. It was destiny. Nancy's mother is 89. My birthday is 89. My mother died at 89. I mean, we can't get any more synchronicities in any of this stuff. We just can't. We love you, Nancy, so much. We do. Yes. So yeah, Alana, I gotta make you a moderator. Because, okay, Alana, now you got the power, girl. You got the power. So, Alana, you need to put up a link to our I was going to say our Sisterhood of Seasons. No. That's not it. That's not it. We are the Sisterhood of Seasons, but that's not it. To our Into the Spiritual Void, which will be taking place, our first episode, on May 4th. So, yes, and she got the power. So, you've got to do some advertising, Alana. Get us out here into the universe. And then we need to put it on our actual comments when this live is over. So we need to put that in. We need to put that in the comments. Like everybody who's still here, if you would go back and like this actual live and put some comments in the actual, when the live goes public, if you can just come over and comment, that would be amazing. Absolutely amazing. Thank you, Sharon. Sharon's back. So yes, and we've got to get all that stuff. We've got to get the are Into the Spiritual Void, so we can start putting that on our lives, on our live streams, not on our lives, on our life, on my life, yes, but on our life. It sounds so silly when you say on our lives, and people are like, well, what do you mean on our lives? Live streams. Okay, let's pull another card for the collective. Since we're still here, let's do an angel number card. So let's get an angel number card for the beautiful people. The beautiful people here. I think I already pulled an angel number card this morning, didn't I? I think I did. So let's see. I need to do something from the morning mantras, affirmators morning mantras. But let's see. Yes, our stream beams. Yes. Somebody's going to help me, and I know it's going to be Ange probably, because Ange is the guru of all things. Yes, we need a shirt that says Ange is the guru, because she is. The beautiful Fabio, the beautiful Ms. Tarot D, sent me did a buy me a coffee on my one of my first lives where we had a lot of people on it. And it was so beautiful, and I can't even get it. I can't go in there because it says I need to set up. Alvin! Oh my God, Alvin, I'm so glad you're here. Alvin, I'm so glad you're here because the whole video came about because of my, just sadness and my overwhelming boo-hooing of losing beautiful Pope Francis. And I know that you're there, so I know that it's just a buzz there in Rome. And I wanted to know, how you were feeling and what was going on over there. I mentioned you in the beginning of this live. If you go back and watch the playback, I said, I wish Alvin was here because I'd like to know, what's happening in Rome. What's going on over there? I saw the beautiful Vatican this morning. Yes, it's very sad. Yes, indeed. Very sad, My heart goes out. I boo-hooed and cried and snotted face and everything on this live a couple times today. And that was the gist of me coming on, to say something about our beautiful Pope Francis. Yes, all are in mourning now. Absolutely. And I did, I had already picked something out to put on today. And I saw that news when I woke up this morning, and I didn't have time to change things because I had to get on live with Spiritual Rain this morning. And I should have wore all black for the Pope today. You wear all black when you see the Pope, and you mourn the Pope, you wear black. And so I should have done that for Pope Francis today. But I love Pope Francis. Somebody drop some black hearts in the comments. Okay, I got to pick a different card. This card is a card that keeps coming up. I mean, it's a good card, but I need to pick a different card. Let's see. So, dear Divine Spirit, tell me what this beautiful collective needs to know today, especially on the death of our dear Pope Francis. Please. Tell us and show us what we need to know, Divine Spirit. Ooh, a bunch of things. Ah! Oh my goodness. Okay, we got two good ones that jumped out here. Two goodies that jumped out. Oh, I'm so in love with this. So, the first one that jumped out was triple fours, 444 card. And yes, everybody, before I finish, subscribe to Alvin. Alvin just needs to get to that 1,000. He already has his way over his watch time hours, and he needs to get to that 1,000 and change. So let's get Alvin there, people. Let's get Alvin over there. This 444 card is about protection. And this card, so many things, symbolizes change. It symbolizes rebellion. It symbolizes guidance, justice, truth, character, and love. 444. Get ready for the good things you've been hoping for. You were born for a higher calling. Put your energy into going toward your ambitions, and the universe will align itself to provide you with the right people, circumstances, and resources to make things happen. Thank you, Spirit. This is amazing. This is absolutely, screenshot this. This is amazing. I know it's backwards, but it's amazing. Oh my goodness, I just love it. Oh, thank you, Nancy. Oh yes, you're already, yes, subscribe to Alvin, yes. But if you're not on this platform, please subscribe. Alana, Pope Francis died, I guess, I don't know if it was during the night after Easter, after he did the Easter service yesterday, or in the middle of the night, or this morning. But Pope Francis died. That was the first news I got at 5 a.m. this morning. Pope Francis has passed away. Yes. And the next card that we pulled, thank you, Spirit, was my mommy's birthday. 1111. My life path number is a 1. 1111. 1111, and ones always surround me. That's why I screamed when the cards fell out for this card. My mommy is here with me. She knows how emotional I am. My mother was devout Catholic. I'm sure that all the angels and saints are abuzz up above today, that Pope Francis will be making his pilgrimage there to them. And so this card is a wish come true. Yes. And this card could mean many different things: moderation, patience, flowing, self-realization, manifestation, gateway, and taking action. And my mother was a take action kind of lady. She was. You're in for a lucky break. It may come as happy news, experience new opportunities, or an exciting acquaintance. You will find yourself in the right place at the right time. It is not a coincidence, but a gift from fate. I just love this. So here's your screenshot moment. I hope that, this 1111 finds somebody, finds somebody. Thank you, Alvin. Okay, it was just this morning. Okay, thank you, Alvin. I didn't know because I know we have maybe a 6 or 7 hour time difference. So I wasn't really sure. I know that I saw it at 5 a.m. It was the first thing that popped up on my phone when I woke up this morning. And I would normally not have even looked at that, but I was getting ready to go live with Rain, and it popped up, and I just screamed. I just screamed, and my daughter didn't wake up. She didn't hear. I told her, I had to call her and told her after the live, and yeah, I'm just, I'm very sad. I'm very sad, but I know that, he was so ill, just getting out of the hospital, and, with pneumonia and not having the lung capacity and everything to make him better and get him better. And he wanted to do his work. He did not want to be just sitting still on the sidelines. He wanted to do his work, and he did his work up until Easter. Resurrection Day, he did his work, and now, he's gone to glory. And he was such a remarkable person, and I'm just going to start crying all over again, but just a remarkable man, and so wanting to include us all and making amends for some of the things that the Catholic Church has done to certain people. And, he really stepped up, and he tried to include us all nationalities, all nations, all walks of life, whether you were, the downtrodden, the poor, the homeless, the LGBTQ community, the indigenous people that were done wrong. I mean, he has really, Pope Francis was just, I can't say enough about him, and what he always said, todos, 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 everybody. He just wanted everybody included. And he made that, the washing of the feet that he did every year, and the kissing of the feet of the homeless people, the people in prison, everybody. He wanted everybody to feel loved. He wanted everybody to feel loved and included. And that's what we all need in this world. We all need love, and we all need to feel included. We all do. Yes, it's a spiritual way to be, Ange. It really is. It's a spiritual way to be. It is, Oh, yes. Oh, Alana, yes, you're a strange brother. And we'll just hold space for them, honey. And your dad's birthday. I mean, we know what's going on there, and you just have to hold space for them and wish them well. And, that's all you can do at this time. That's all you can do. Oh, season 2. I have not been watching that. I need to tell you. I have not been watching that. I've seen the promos, and I'm like, yeah, the only thing I want to watch is Grogu, Baby Yoda, when he says, don't touch that, and Baby Yoda's like, that's me, rule breaker, don't touch that, Lexi. And I'm like, yes, I'm going to touch it. That's the only thing I want to see. Yes, is aligned with source, and you feel that, yes, we are connected to all life, humans, plants, animals, aliens, everyone. We are all connected, but we have so many negative forces that want to separate us all. But we are all connected. Yes, and we align with that. And we do. We do. Us high vibe tribe people, yes, we do. We ain't got time for that bullshit. You know, ain't nobody got time for the negativity. Ain't nobody got time for that. That's right. We are all aligned. Oh, Nancy, you love Andor? I have not watched it. So Zoe and I will have to watch it. You know, Alana's hooking us up to a few things that we need to watch. But, you know, I've canceled everything because I was in that mood of I'm tired of spending money on streaming on things. And I'm getting ready to cancel. I have basic cable. And when I say basic, I only have it so that I could DVR General Hospital and another show that I love. But I have Hulu, so I can watch those things on Hulu. And I can get rid of the cable now. And so I'm getting ready to break the chains. I'm getting ready to break the chains. I'm canceling the cable. I need my internet to work. That's what I need. I don't need the cable. I need the internet. I have... Nancy, I'm getting ready to show the probe. I have the probe. And, you know, get your minds out of the gutter because it's not that kind of probe. Nancy and I have already discussed this. But I have the probe. And this probe is my antenna for my TV that does not have cable in my room. So I have another one that I'm going to hook up to the living room before Zoe goes back to work. We're going to do that, and then I'm going to take the cable box back. I'm going to cancel the cable today. So that's what I'm going to do today and get rid of that. I'm done with that. I'm done with it. Nancy, I am all about Star Wars anything. Zoe has only seen one Star Wars. It was one that she and I watched together during the pandemic. But the original Origi, which we talked about that yesterday. The original Origi from 1977, 78, 1980. Those, Chewie, Chewbacca, Luke Skywalker, beautiful Princess Leia. That's my Star Wars. That's the Star Wars that I resonate with, and that's the Star Wars that I love. My stepmother at the time was a manager, operations manager at Gimbel's department store, which is really aging me, but you all know I'm 60. But Gimbel's was the competitive store to Macy's. And if you've ever watched A Miracle on 34th Street, you will know what I'm talking about. That is one of my all-time favorite movies. The original. Well, not the... I have to see which one is. The one with Natalie Wood and Maureen O'Hara. That is my favorite all-time movie. I watch it every Christmas. I watch it anytime. Anytime I just need to release myself, I watch that movie, and it just takes me away. I love that movie. I think his name, the person who played Kris Kringle, was Fred Gwynn, I think. I'm not sure. But that is one of my favorite movies. Natalie Wood was just a magical little human being in that movie. I love Natalie Wood, anything. And Splendor in the Grass, all of that. I just love Natalie Wood, period. Just love her so much. And I love that movie. And, you know, it was filmed in New York. It was the original Origi. And my stepmother, I started all that to say, my stepmother was operations manager in Gimbel's toy department. And so my stepbrother had everything. He had the Millennium Falcon, the first original huge giant Millennium Falcon. He had all the figures. He had everything Star Wars, everything. You name it, he had it. I love Star Wars. Star Wars was my jam. And so we're getting ready to embark on that, Zoe and I and Alana, because we're doing our podcast, Into the Spiritual Void. And Alana, you didn't drop the thing. We got to drop our spiritual void situation in the chat so people can know what we're getting ready to do. And we will be, our first podcast will be May 4th. May the 4th be with you. So yes, Ange, toys, glorious toys. I just love toys. That's why I got Yappy. Yappy with the one eye. I don't know how this happened because I did not do this. So Spirit must have been around here. Yappy was all pink yesterday. When I put Yappy down, Yappy was all pink. I just turned around now and realized that Yappy just had one blue eyebrow. I did not do that to Yappy, by the way. So, yeah, Spirit is abound. Maybe that was Pope Francis sending me a message. Spirit was here. So thank you. Maybe it was my mommy, my beautiful mommy. I do believe in messages from above. I do believe in that. I've seen so many things here. You know, Nancy has her orbs. If you haven't seen those videos, go and watch Nancy's video of the orb going through, which we don't know. It could be her beautiful Ricky. We don't know. You know, it could be so many things, people or something around Nancy or her saints. Maybe it's Mother Gaia. Nancy. Thank you, Ange, my love. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, good. Alana's got her Easter video coming up. Ange did drop. Bye, Alvin. Mwah. I know you have to go. I love you. Please get to where you're going safely. Or you can hear us. I'm sure you can hear us. So get there safely on your bike, Alvin. Thank you, Ange, so much. Thank you for that. And Ange says safe travels, Alvin, and have a great day. But yes, I'm so grateful to you all. So grateful. You know, I know it's Monday and you have things to do, and I just appreciate you so much for holding this space for me. I really do. You know, it makes me happy. And I put it over there. I need my cloth, Nancy. I have my tear cloth. I'll use this is one of my mother's cloth napkins. I had this, Ange will know what this is, because I had this the other day. I was eating something. But I'll use this for my happy tears. I'll use this today instead of a paper towel. I'll put my tears in this for right now, since this was my mommy's. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, let's do one more card. And then I guess I'll have to let you beautiful people go, because, you know, I want to keep you here with me all day. But we all got things to do. Because why? Because Monday ain't done nothing to nobody, although it has today. It has today. It's been a little trying this morning, but, you know, we'll get it together. Let's see. Well, first of all, I haven't even read this card yet, but it's two cards, I think, stuck together. Let's see. But the first card I'm picking, I don't know what it even says. I haven't looked at it yet, but there's a lion. Thank you, Spirit. You know, everything is everything today. Everything is everything today. You know, I am in love with this day. Monday really has done nothing to nobody. I mean, Monday, it took our beautiful Prince Francis, but not for a bad reason. You know, he was sickly and it was his time to go to glory. You know, it's just sad. You know, it's just sad. We never want to see people leave. You know, we never want to see people leave, and people who are good people. We never want to see them go. You know, as they always say, the good go young, the good die young. 88 is young. I feel like 88 is young, especially in this day when people are living so much longer. So, but, you know, when you're not healthy, we know that that's going to happen. I mean, hey, none of us are getting out of here alive, so it's going to happen for everybody. It's going to happen for us all. I need to take a sip first. Everybody take a sip of water or coffee or tea or whatever is your jam. Okay, now I can do anything I want to with my life within legal limits of my state, country, probationary guidelines. No wasted days, no reason not to try. I love it. I love it. This is your screenshot moment. I just love, oh, come on, get clear. Don't be so funky here. I love it so much. I love it. You know, I love it. It's just amazing. I can do anything I want to do in my life. I can do anything I'm going to do in my life. I ain't scared. I ain't afraid of nothing. Except within legal limits. You know, it's in legal limits of my state, my country, my county probationary guidelines, because I got to check that out first. But I can do anything I want. I just love it. I just love it so much. Oh my God. So adorable. I just love the Affirmators morning mantras. Beautiful gift from my soul sister, mi hermosa hermana, Selena, essence of the moon. So, yes, that's that damn Leo energy. That's right, Ange. That's right. Oh, my goodness. Yes. Oh, Alvin, you're so welcome, Alvin. He said thank you. Of course, you see that, Ange. Thank you, Ange. Thank you, Lexi. We love you, Alvin. Please be safe. We love you so much. And thank you for telling us, everything that we needed to know. We thank you so much, so much. So much. I am going to come to Rome one day soon. And when I come to Rome, Alvin, we got to hang out. Most definitely. Nancy and I are coming with our walkers in tow, but we're coming. And we will be hanging out. Dust bunnies? No. What we said in the live this morning was that damn internet. We blame the internet for everything. The internet kicked me out of YouTube this morning off the live, and I had to get another phone and come back in the live. So we blame everything on the internet, Alana. So it doesn't matter. You cut your finger, that damn internet. We're going to blame everything on the internet today. Everything. That bloody internet. We're not blaming it on not the dust bunnies today. Maybe the dust bunnies yesterday, but today it's going to be the internet. And there's no crying in baseball. No crying in baseball. That's right. No crying in baseball. But today is a sad day. So, I had to release my tears today. If you go back and watch the beginning of this, you will see the full-blown picture. The full-blown ugly cry. You will see it all. You will see it. As soon as this video goes public, because every time I do a live, when I get on the live, it says my live is public. When I get off the live, it tells me your live is private. I don't know what the hell YouTube is. YouTube is like schizoid or something. I don't know what's going on there. And then I can't get onto my own lives. I have to go on Zoe's platform to watch my lives. She has to go on my platform to watch her lives. Like, we can't watch our own lives. They won't let us even open anything up. It's just so asinine. It's just so asinine, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Which is one of those sayings that I don't like. Somebody had a live the other day and they said, what is a saying that you don't like? I thought somebody did. That is mine. It is what it is. I don't like that, because why is it what it is? I need to know, why is that? I don't want it to be what it is. I want it to be the right way. Not what it is. I want it to be different. All right, let's see what's going on here. On here is Kelly and Mark. And, I can't think of this lady's name who's a guest host on their show. She's a comedian. I mean, not a guest host, a guest. They're wearing all black today. Is it black? Well, they're Catholic, too, Kelly and Mark. So, I don't know if they spoke about the Pope or not. So, yes. But anyway, yes, the decks are nice, Alana. You have to show me all your other ones that you have of the Affirmators mantras and what they look like and what they are. Because I just have that one. I didn't know they had several. So I have to see that. I'll have to get some at some point. I definitely will have to get some at some point. So, but anyway, ladies, my spark is dying. My spark is going out, and I've got so many things to do. I've got to get out of this house. I've got stuff to do because remember, we're having a hair transformation, So we are going to be all colored, bright and beautiful. I don't know when, sometime between now and Thursday. And so have a fantastic day. Remember, Monday and done nothing to nobody. Remember that I see you. I love you. I'm proud of you always. And, have a great day, Anissa Renee. Thank you for being here, my beautiful sister. I love you, Nancy. Love you plenty. Plenty, 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 everybody. And all my girls, I'll be talking to you today. Nancy, Alana, Ange. We'll catch up later. Deuces.